Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Nurhayanti and my fellow classmates. Today I will be presenting on week nine's topic, which is about the gamified learning tools. So this is one of the most exciting chapters in the PQI 6075 course because this is from my reflections and from my experience, which it explores how we can make learning more engaging and meaningful through the use of game elements in educations. So, in today's education's landscape, students often face issues with the motivations, attention span, and engagement. Gamifications offers creative solutions to these challenges by transforming learning into more interactive and rewarding experience. So, let's start with the what is gamification. First, let me explain what gamification means. Gamification is the use of game elements and principles in non-game contexts like the classrooms to increase the motivations, participations, and learning outcomes. It's different from based learning, which uses full games for learning, such as mini craft educations in gamifications. Practically, we added elements such as points, badges, leaderboards, levels, and challenges into traditional lessons or assessments to make them more engaging. Next is gamification versus game based learning. So let's briefly compare the two. Gamification adds game like features to existing content or activities. Examples like using Kahoot. So Kahoot is to reward students with points for correct answers. And then game-based learning, however, involves students learning through the playing actual games designed for the educationals, like how we have done in this chapter, week 9, with Dr. Nohayanti. Example like using Minecraft to teach the students in design or coding. So the goal of gamification is not to play a game, but to use the game machine or mechanics to increase the participations and enjoyment in the learning process. So gamified tools introduced during this week, we practically explore several popular tools that support gamified learning. So let me share a few that stood out to me, which is Kahoot, live quiz tool with music, countdown timers, and leaderboards. So great for revisions. This is from my experience. It is for great revisions and engaging large classroom. Next is quizzes, which is quizzes allows self-paced quizzes with memes and real-time feedbacks. Also, it's a good for homework and synchronized learning. Next is Blooket. Blooket basically combines questions with games mode like Gold Rush or Tower Defense, which the most used during class session is Tower Defense with my students, and highly engaging and fun for all age levels, which I have seen my student engage a lot during class sessions. And then also Wordwall, it is interactive templates such as matching pairs, games, and quizzes, where I use a quiz with my tutorial with my students, make content review more enjoyable. These tools are easy use, free or premium, and can be integrated into almost any subject or grade level. Why gamification works? According to the lecture notes and my own experience, gamification works because it increases motivations for students who wants to win or earn the reward. And the next is provide instant feedback. They know if their answer is right or wrong immediately. Next is encourage the active participations. Even shy students feel more willing to join. And the last but not least is the make learning more memorable. When the students enjoy the process, they remember the content better. Important tips for effective gamification from the slides. we also learned some important tips for successful implementations. Like, for example, set clear rules and learning goals, mix different tools to avoid boredom, balance competition with collaborations, reflects on the learning after the activities. And then, as educators, we must remember that the goal is the learning, not just winning. Gamification should enhance learning, not distract from it. Okay. For my personal reflections and implementation, personally, the topic has been one of the most exciting and practical parts of the course. I have already started using Kahoot and Wordwall in my own lesson, and saw how students become more engaged and attentive. In the future, I planning to include a Blooket in the revision session, especially for large group learning, and design gamified assessments using points and badges in the LMS, where I believe that gamification is not just a trend; it's a powerful pedagogical tools that, when used purposefully, can transform how students experience learning. In my conclusions, to conclude everything, gamified learning tools are an effective way to improve student motivations, interactions, and performance. By combining the structure of traditional teaching with the fun and excitement of the games, we can create more dynamic and inclusive classroom experience. I hope this presentation has given you as a clearer understanding of how gamification works and why it matters in modern educations. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take uh, any comments or objections. If you have a comment, you can just contact me directly. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.